All right, am I to understand that they picked up the other Popal?
What?
I saw 2 Popals today.
There was 3 Popals, actually.
3 Popal. Yeah, MP3, Ihsan, and then the other one.
Abdul Popal.
Abdul, and he's the good one.
Bro, that's
I didn't mean it like that. I didn't
mean it like that. That's
Yo, cut that out.
That's
no. Muslim basketball. You have your announcements?
Yeah, already ready.
Alright, yo, run it up.
That's not like I'm... I got it. It's rusty, bro. It's rusty.
Welcome back.
Assalamualaikum, everybody. Welcome back to Muslim Basketball Podcast for our new season, summer 2025. Welcome back. All right, that's enough. All right. If you're new to this is the podcast we go over every week. We go over the games, make some important announcements. Usually, we used to have top plays. We don't do that anymore. But
we could.
Maybe we'll have a 1 week return of top plays or something like that.
We could do that.
We actually could do top plays.
On you guys.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, we could do.
If you
top
guys
plays.
Want top plays, we can make that happen.
I actually, shameless plug. We'd love some volunteers for media. Let me know. Hit me up. We definitely could use your help. But anyway, other announcements. First things first. We are doing this entire podcast, the purpose of the league, and whatnot. Okay, here's our other podcast host, who you guys have probably missed out on. The purpose of the podcast, and not the podcast, but the league in general, is to raise awareness and attention for Palestine. That conflict is still going on, and we want to donate generously, inshallah, and into the link is in the description. We're obviously every team name is based off of a Palestinian city name or town name, and so again, this is kind of the meshwork and the framework of our league here. So keep them in your dua at the very least, and of course donate generously. With that being said, we have a couple of announcements. Number one, we are off this weekend for Memorial Day weekend, so no games this Saturday or this Sunday. Okay.
I like that.
Yeah. So the next games will be the week after, which I believe will be. Let me give you the exact date, just so we're not messing things up. It'll be the June 1st, it should be, on Sunday at Hoop Heaven. We also have a couple of different locations that we're going to be playing at, so just stay tuned to the announcements. But right now it's Hoop Heaven. Yeah, it's just Hoop Heaven for now. So just you'll see us next June 1st at Hoop Heaven, inshallah. All right, next announcements, garbage cleanup. I had to stay after and just clean up all of the different water bottle and trash that was all left all over the gym. There were over 50 different water bottles that were left on there. Please clean up after yourselves. This isn't, I'm not here. I'm a volunteer. I'm not paid for any of this. Neither is any of the other organizers. So
you got to work on your contract.
No, he's right.
I'm getting paid.
But clean up after yourselves. It's not rocket science. If you're drinking out of a water bottle, throw it out after you're done. I'm not your mom. I'm not going to clean up after you.
And the most important thing to come from that is that we are representing Islam no matter where we go. We're Muslim basketball first, and Hoop Heaven, the venues, the volunteers, the referees, they all look at us as an example for what Islam is supposed to be. And that's not too much to ask. We're just asking that you represent Islam well.
Yep, it's the bare minimum. All right, next thing, jerseys. So make sure you email ASAP if your number isn't the same on the jersey as it is on the website, so that we can change that so you don't get any jersey penalties. I'm not sure if jersey penalties are going to be in effect next week, but if they are, it's 3 points added to the opposite team's score if you show up without a jersey or if you show up with the wrong number, whatever it is. All of this stuff should be straightened out, so make sure you send an email as soon as possible if there is an issue. The email I'll put in the description as well. And final announcements, stay tuned for Game of the Week. So I know in the past we just kind of had Game of the Week being any random game, and it didn't really kind of make a difference. But this week, with the volunteers that we do have for media team, we're going to be doing some interesting things for that week. So for that game, so just stay tuned for that. All right. With that being said, those are all my announcements. Let's go into the game recaps. All right, so first game we had
Al-Bireh. Oh, we didn't look up the things.
What? The pronunciation of the names. Well, if you click on the actual
Isdud.
team, so it's they didn't. Oh, it's right here.
Isdud.
Al-Bireh
Isdud.
and
Isdud?
Isdud, I think. Yeah, Isdud.
Isdud.
So Al-Bireh versus Isdud. So okay, so Isdud won with it was a 2-point victory, very close game.
This was insane. So this was the game. So I didn't watch this game personally, but afterwards they came back to me and they were like, "Yeah, apparently some game over there earlier was won by a technical free throw
No way.
because somebody called a timeout when they weren't supposed to call when they didn't have
Are you
any
sure it was
timeouts."
this team?
Yeah, because they
It was
complained
Ayman?
about. I think it was Ayman. Yeah. But apparently, Ayman called the timeout, and
Yeah.
he didn't know that he had a timeout. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I mean,
They might have just given the free throw. Yeah,
he played a spectacular game, and it was a very, very close ending.
I saw the apology on the group chat.
Yeah, I want to know what happened.
I mean, I can tell you what happened. I didn't see it, but I can tell you what happened. Ayman called timeout. There was no timeout, so he probably yelled at Malik, who was stat keeping, and Ilyas, who was also involved there. And they were like, "No, your teammates used the timeout," and then this all got straightened out later, and then
I know
Ayman
for
apologized.
a fact.
Respect to Ayman for apologizing, very publicly, might I
Yeah,
add.
yeah,
But
yeah.
anyway, go ahead.
I know you heard that from Medic.
No, I didn't. I didn't hear anything. All I did was see the messages in the group chat, and I knew exactly what happened, exactly how it went.
No, but Ayman's a competitor, man.
Absolutely.
And,
No, you love the passion, man. You love the passion.
Yeah. It sucks to lose like that, but you live and you learn. Mashallah played a great game, 18-10. He also had Shayan Ahmed. I actually don't know.
18 and, oh, yeah. Shayan actually is my Raj's son. So this is our
wow. Whoa, I have seen him play then. He played in
Brawny combo right here.
Dude, that's
we're
crazy.
seeing.
He played in TJML. He was very, very good.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Mashallah.
So Ayman finished with a double, 18-10 with 2 blocks and a steal. Shayan 18-5, very good. You had a lot of contributors here. My Raj also with a cool 8-8. He got into a little bit of foul trouble though, and 4 assists for Nadim Khan. So I haven't seen this guy play.
Miraj, I heard Miraj is like a dirty player on Sportsmanlike, so it makes sense that he has that many.
And on to the winning side, Mohamed Al-Benna, as usual, has put up a really good performance. 22 points, 12 rebounds, 7 for 15 for the percentages.
Dude, this
so
team's insane.
very good.
Mashallah.
17 for Enes as well. It looks like he's picking up on his scoring responsibilities. I don't know if he's going to be the point guard of this team. He could be. But
Who did you say?
Enes.
Oh, Enes. Yeah.
Yeah, but 17-5, very good start. Also the 2 blocks. He's a very athletic forward. That usually he's also I guess you could say he's a guard actually. And
yeah, he's a guard.
Yeah,
he's a big guard.
A big guard.
He's big to me.
He's very athletic.
He is, mashallah.
Yeah.
And
anyway.
Playing as Enes, he has a motor, dude.
Yeah.
Like he just doesn't stop.
What about
bro? Like sometimes you just want to play off. You know what I mean?
Like TJ McConnell, he's just like always going.
Bro, TJ McConnell.
Bro, TJ McConnell's always got a motor going.
Playoff riser. That's not Enes.
Whoa!
Shots,
bro.
I'm not in the league this year, bro.
Shots.
I'm not in the league this year.
Shots. Hey, yo. Starting off on the right foot. Okay. What about Mohamed Taran with a 5 for 8 efficient stat line, 12 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. That is
solid.
Pretty solid too. All right, this one came down to the wire,
and he was always a solid player too, mashallah.
I don't know if we had some commissioner manipulation here, with that technical. I don't know. I didn't see it. I'm not going to call it, but Amar Abuataya is on the other side.
Well, he had a big game.
Anyway, all right, let's go to the next game.
I gotta dial it back. Dude. I have to make sure it's like consistent, Like I have to give it and take it.
That's fine. It is what it is. We've been doing this for long enough, man. All right, game 2, Akka versus Sheikh Jarrah, and Akka started off in its typical fashion. All right, to be fair, we only had 5 guys. I know it says Hikmat was there, but he wasn't there. And
how did he get 3 rebounds?
They took him from me.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Yeah,
what you actually see on there should be a double-double, by the way. But
right.
I actually also had 0 time to warm up, so I got to the free throw line a good amount, and I just bricked a bunch of them.
Maybe you should not warm up more often. Wait, you played a great game, mashallah, dude.
Man, yeah, thank you. I shot the ball. They were playing a zone, and I was just taking advantage of it when my team ran the offense that way. So I'd get the ball in the middle, and I would facilitate from there, or just try to attack from there. Also, when we swung the ball fast, it would open up like easy threes for us. So it was just like I shot a good amount of threes. You know what I mean? That was really what it came down to.
And you were efficient. I don't think the rest of your team was, other than Areeha, and that I think was the problem for you.
Yeah, unfortunately. We were getting good looks for the most part. I mean, obviously there were some questionable ones that, every team kind of has, but I would say like for the most part we got good looks.
How was it on defense? How tall is this Arjun guy?
6'2".
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is he's a forward or what?
Yeah, he's a forward. He honestly just pulled up a lot from three. I don't think he was taking it very seriously. Like he shot 4 for 16 from the three, which isn't very great. But like I will say, like eventually you could see like when you shoot enough and you start seeing some go down and like you just get the confidence to start making those shots. Like that's kind of what happens. I think the other team like played a great game overall. They didn't shoot very well, but I think like you had multiple contributors, right?
Abdurrahman.
He's the big from last year.
He's the big blonde guy.
Yes,
right?
yeah.
He was pretty.
He is. Yeah,
he was pretty good.
He had a good second half. I had to switch on to Arjun, and Abdurrahman was like in the post, like just taking advantage of his size, and it was like working out really well for him. And also he had a couple threes later on in the game as well. But again, nobody on this team shot efficiently except Ahmed Al-Kasabi and Yusuf. But
like, even them, their volume.
It's straight up like look at both of these teams. We all shot horribly percentage wise. It straight up came down to who's going to make the open shots. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. This was a bad shooting night from us. We're also missing Ahmed Kawar, who's huge for us.
He's such a demon.
Tariq Hamid as well. We're missing.
No,
and
honestly,
Hikmat, so it's just like we were like. Also, like fatigue was a big factor for this game.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think Amar could have had a better game. This is uncharacteristic for him too. I don't think he's usually that streaky.
No,
and not confident when he's streaky.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he looked a little like I guess like shook after the game too. He was like, "Yo, what can I do better?" And I was like, "Nah, man. Like I think you just gotta keep taking those shots. You just gotta make them at the end."
What happened with his technical foul too?
There was a loose ball, and then Ahmed Kasabi kicked it.
Are you serious?
Across the gym.
That's your fault, bro.
Yeah.
That's your fault.
So I got technical free throws for that.
You got the free throw. Did you make them?
I made one. Yeah, I wasn't warmed up, man. I think they were trying to get me like back into it. You know what I mean? Like this is still early in the game.
That's good. That's
but anyway, all right. So that was the great performances from Sheikh. Arjun's. This is rookie performance. 23 points, 12 rebounds. That's pretty great.
That's a great debut.
Yeah, absolutely. 15 and 12 for Abdurrahman Ashari, double. You definitely felt his impact, and then obviously Ahmed Ismail as well.
He's usually a higher clip, but I mean maybe that's like a.
But this is a big step of growth for him.
I think that's actually. I don't want to say that usually he's a higher clip because usually he doesn't need to have a higher clip.
Yeah.
Because he's usually on better teams.
Yeah.
Last season's team, I don't think was that great of a team.
I think you're saying he had more because of that. Yeah. Okay, that's what you're saying.
But yeah, I'm excited to see how he shapes up with a bunch of options on his team.
Yeah.
I think he'll be very, very good because he attracts a lot of.
You can tell this team they kind of just put it together, so I think the chemistry will grow with them. You know what I mean? No, I'm saying like the chemistry will grow. That's all I'm saying.
It will grow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
all right, next game. I watched this one personally. Nazareth versus Ramla. This was
a great game. I watched this one too.
It was great. So all right, both teams missing very key players here. Nazareth was missing Omar Mana, who, as we know, the star player of this team, MBR, is almost 40. And
40?
Yeah, it's crazy. And on Ramla, they're missing Andre. So they had Matthias. And
who's Andre?
Andre is, according to Ramla, he's equivalent to Matthias.
Really?
Yeah. Which would be nuts,
good luck, bro. Good luck.
So this game was very close, which again, okay, so Nazareth, they have championship DNA. They won the second season of MB. And they didn't really change too much with their team. They have the same core, and they just kind of filter in very talented.
They upgraded role players. They do it every year.
They very talented role players. It's very interesting.
Mashallah. They have no shortage, bro. They're like the Thunder. Like they have so many picks. They can just keep picking people up. You know, keep on rookie contracts.
So they were missing Omar Mana, and so everyone else stepped up. You could see it. They shot as a team 52%. Ridiculous. On the other side, you had Ramla. They had a couple of rookies, like we said. Matthias, he almost shot 50%, which is fantastic in terms of numbers. He dropped 32 points and 9 rebounds, 3 steals. You also had Muhammad Kamel, who he dropped a double 12 and 13.
On efficient shooting,
very efficient shooting. Yeah, absolutely. He was excellent.
And he was the main reason he was big for them was for the boards, dude.
Yeah.
Like he was all over the boards, and I feel like he could have been a little bit even more aggressive on the offensive end.
Yeah.
Because the other team was small, but they were getting so many steals, so many defensive outplays.
You're talking about Nazareth getting steals. Yeah. They had
Nazareth,
14 steals.
Bro, at a point, Nazareth was like full court pressing.
Yeah, I remember
and
that.
it was ridiculous.
So I will say though that Sammy Butt is not the same Sammy Butt you guys saw last year. I remember last season people were seeing the Sammy Butt throwing up 20 attempts, and it's just like he's very different when he's on a team like this,
taking it seriously.
Look, he has 7 assists.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like he had a lot of turnovers, which that's something that could be better, but. You could tell the role that he has in this team is very different than the one he had on last season. That's an understatement.
last season was an anomaly. Let's
look at last season.
Let's not. Let's just
24% from the field last season. That's bad. Bro.
And even then, he still has a high NBR too. 23 is.
But they don't factor field goal percentage right now, which I'm actually working on changing.
But anyway, on Nazareth's side, I was very, very impressed with the amount of playmaking done by Shafiq.
Yeah,
bro. It was like he was attracting so much attention that he just dished it out, and he had no problems dishing it out. Like,
Speaking of Shafiq, by the way,
very easily trusting his team, and I love it.
There was an unnamed source on Ramla that was saying that Shafiq carries every single time he does that left to right cross.
Damn. So somebody...
I'm not saying who, bro. I'm not saying who. Unnamed source. I don't reveal my sources.
It seems like something you can say.
Bro, it was just like... He was like, nah, bro, he carries every time. I told the ref he didn't call it one time.
Yeah, and then on the Ramla side, I just want to say that, like, bro, Matthias is so incredibly difficult to guard. He has a 3-point shot. He has unbelievable finishing around the rim, and the finishing around the rim is what made him have this many points.
Well, his 3 wasn't great, to be honest, this game. Like, we'll see, obviously, as the season goes on.
Yeah,
but, like, to be honest,
I know him as a player.
But the way he was playing in this game, which is very interesting, is that it seems like he gets very comfortable going into the post against a smaller defender, or even like a equal-sized defender. And then he'll like get a nice, like, he's very athletic. He'll get a nice
just jump, bro.
But he'll get a nice turnaround, like, fade into and he'll make it at a consistent.
He's a very very consistent, solid player.
Yeah, no, it was actually a good watch for sure. Like watching him play, and like just getting into his bag. He scored at a very high efficiency. 32 points and 9 rebounds. It's great. But onto the Nazareth side, we didn't really talk enough about them. They 18 points for Shafiq on again very efficient shooting, 6 assists, 3 steals. Like, he really took advantage. He was a star player this game. I know 18 points isn't the same as 32, but, like, you take the win. You do what it takes to get the win, and I think that's what means more to me, at least.
Dude, and you can see the difference in steal numbers. 14 steals to 6.
Yeah.
Bro,
that's nuts.
They were all over them on defense. Bro, it was crazy.
And how about Hussein Brahma, who is a free agent?
Yeah.
Free agent assignment here to Nazareth.
He was a free agent?
Yeah, free agent. And he just cooked, bro. 14 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 6 steals.
Wait, I'm actually very impressed.
6 steals.
Dude, I remember looking at the people that I didn't know on Nazareth, and I was like, wow, like, where do they find these people? I can't believe one of them is a free agent.
Yeah, they got blessed there, bro. But,
Yeah, there should be, like, a system.
Don't worry.
That doesn't happen.
Elias, obviously, he's picking up the best player. I think he was guarding Matthias. Had a tough night in the office against Matthias. Elias.
Oh,
no, not that he played badly on the stat sheet.
It's just
like
tough,
you're guarding the toughest guy.
It's tough.
It's hard to do.
Guard.
But
also,
Moad, his little brother, 14 points there on 60% shooting. That's great. But yeah, you had contributions from everybody. It's a tough team to beat when your bench and everyone is just playing very efficiently.
Yeah, and this was a good matchup. And I think that the competition in the league has definitely grown.
Absolutely. I don't think there are any like free win teams anymore. We'll see though.
Yeah, well, it's gonna develop. You have to crush their spirit first, All
right. Next game. We got Al-Khalil versus Baysan, and this is the new look Haifa, bro. Al-Khalil, 71-44. They're on the right end of a blowout for the first time in MB history, baby. I love to see it, man. Elton and Desar.
Wow, the 1-2 punch. Oh, no, they weren't.
Bro, I mean, they killed it, though. 24 for Elton, with 9 for 17 shooting. Very efficient there. 6 rebounds, 2 steals, 14 points and 7 rebounds for Desar. And they have Bir Seb'a, who's new. I don't know who this guy is, but based off of the way I don't know. I haven't watched this game, but it seems like he's the point guard on this team. And if that's the case, then finally they have point guard. You know what I mean? Who can like actually just distribute the ball?
Yeah. Focused on distributing.
Yes, like that's because like that's what they were missing for the past couple seasons. Is the star had to fall into that role, and he's like that's not his job. You know, like this is how he should be playing. 14-7, 3 assists, shooting 50%. He's a great passer, of course, but like you need somebody else at the helm to do that so that you can set him up and hit. And their free agent Omar Areeha also played great. 6 points, 2 rebounds, 3 for 6 shooting. That's great.
5'11", Lindy's 5'7", 5'11", sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, he's from Staten Island.
Yeah, that's where they're all from.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. Khalil Faraj is new to this league as well. Adnan El Sharfa, I think. Yeah, I don't remember him either. And Yusuf Shanawi, he's a returning player. 8 points, 13 rebounds. That's great.
Yeah,
I'm
just happy that the people that we like got their win. You know?
What are you trying to say about this other team, bro?
Wait, I don't know this other team. That's why I could say that.
Zizo is on this team. Abdulaziz Jaffa.
Oh, I like Zizo.
Yeah, he's chill.
But I have known Haifa for three seasons now.
Yeah.
3 seasons, and every season I have to defend them.
That's true.
They're good. They're good.
I agree.
And now they're finally showing, and I love it.
I love it too. On the other side, Baysan, it didn't seem like they shot the ball really well. You know, 5 for 19 for Ilyas Shabazz, 5 for 15 from Zizo. Alvin Arroyo, we heard good things about, but he didn't really get that many shots up. It seems. Only got 1 shot up. Yusuf Marsh is new as well. I know Mustafa Sak. Interesting to see how he'll perform on this team as well.
Mustafa Sak?
Yeah.
Wow.
The whole Sakura Shilla is coming in, bro.
Wait, bro, but there's 3 on one team and then there's 1 on another.
I don't know. He might be having some issues with the other Sakura.
That's funny.
Just kidding.
No, but I mean, honestly, I don't really know this team very much. If we do see you on the day of, please come and introduce yourself.
Please introduce yourselves. Absolutely.
We want to know everybody.
Yeah.
It makes this a little bit more fun.
But leading scorers on this team so far were Zizo and Ilyas Shabazz, 13 and 12 respectively.
Zizo, keep shooting, bro. Keep shooting.
But this is a blowout. We're not going to really dwell on this anymore. Let's hope Baysan comes out to, even the score later, and Al-Khalil keep it up. Next team.
How long have we been talking?
No, we've been going pretty fast, I feel like.
Really?
Yeah. All right, next. Beit Jala versus Al-Balah.
This was a great game. So, on one side, you had Messiah.
Yeah.
And on the other side, you had 5 people trying to stop him. It was insane. Bro,
Messiah,
I was stack keeping for this game, and Messiah didn't have a jersey, and I was like, white, 0, rebound, white, 0, put back, white, 0. Like, bro. Oh my goodness!
28 and 17 with 7 blocks.
You got a game plan for him, and like it's not like the other side doesn't have a plan for them.
Mohamed had a great game.
They have Ahmed Sak. They have these big bodies that they could throw at him. The only thing that I would say about this game, we were running late on court 1.
Yeah.
Deshaun had to leave early because he had a time commitment. So they were missing Deshaun for, I believe, the full second.
And he was having a good game before that.
And he was having a very good
10 points
game.
in the first half.
Yeah. He's always confident. He usually does carry the offensive load.
Yeah.
And they did kind of struggle from the offensive side after Messiah. I mean,
Deshaun left. Yeah.
After Deshaun left.
Yeah.
Messiah is such a good rim protector, dude. It's insane. And that's not to take anything away from his supporting cast. Everybody played very, very well. They shot pretty well. And that's what happens when you have 4 people like coming and crowding Messiah, passes it out.
Yeah.
Then you have
So wait,
then you have Minhaj most and Talha especially for 3.
Did Beit Jala finish with 4 players?
Beit Jala, yes, because what's his name?
So Abdurrahman Sak, 1 for 1, got his 2 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, 5 fouls. Get him out of here.
No. But he fouled out with like 2 seconds left.
Oh, okay.
So it was like,
it wasn't even matter. Okay.
And remember, for the rules, you could play with 4 players. Once you drop down to 3, you're out.
Yeah, it's forfeit. Yeah. But shout out Mohamed Amin for the very tough performance there. 28 points on 10 for 23 shooting is
dude, he played phenomenal.
Yeah, and to lose by 1 point is tough, man. That's tough against a team with Messiah. And Al-Balah is a really good team this season. It seems like there are a lot of returning players. They're actually missing guys right now. They're playing this game without Aaron LaPlaca from season 1.
Oh, he's back.
He's back.
Let's go.
And Wahid as well.
Wait, he was one of my favorite players.
Aaron?
Wait, Wahid?
Wahid is also on this team.
The Wahid was on my team? Yeah. No way.
Yeah, so he's on this team.
Wait, they're a pretty good team.
Yeah. They're very interesting. We're keeping an eye on them for sure.
I like that.
Yeah. But very good performances on both sides. Al-Balah just shot much better, 52%. This is just...
Yeah, dude, it happens.
You really got a game plan for Messiah, like you're saying. I think fighting for the position, making his life as difficult as possible.
You can't let him get close.
You got to have a team approach. It's not going to be one guy.
Yeah. And I remember, I don't know why, but in another league that I was a part of, I was guarding centers. And, bro, you cannot let them get their positioning because once they do,
it's pretty exhausting too. It takes a lot out of you.
It's like leg day. You're just squatting the entire time.
You're pushing. You're fighting for space.
And then especially me as a smaller player, you get your positioning, and if they overrun you, the refs kind of have your back.
Yeah.
So it kind of helps in that regard. But with Messiah, good luck, bro, because he can just. It's just kind of unfair.
All right, next game we had Tubas versus Areeha. So Tubas is the new look Tiberius here. They didn't have 4 players; they had 5, I believe. I think Walid Tahir was there, and I think there for whatever reason he wasn't on the thing here. But they only played with 5.
Whose stats are messed up?
Salman's probably. I don't know. We have to figure something out there.
Yeah,
I'll probably screenshot and send it and start talking about it.
No, you got to cut those numbers in half for Salman. Come on, brother.
No. Actually, Salman Khan hit 7 threes. I do remember.
Wow.
He actually did have a crazy game. He went insane.
So this is the small Salman. Okay. Because I remember they had a big Salman. Oh, there it is. Both, yes. Okay, I got you.
So, actually, yeah, okay.
Well, they have a good team, too. They basically just ran it back.
They upgraded a little bit. So, Amir Quays is there, as he was last season.
He was very good. Very big defensive piece.
Jazib was supposed to be on their team, but he got hurt.
Again?
Yeah, unfortunately. They were also playing this game without Omar Singer, so
and Omar Singer.
You really got to take this with a grain of salt.
Dude, they have a very, very well-rounded team.
Yeah,
mashallah.
I mean, look at the performances though. Mahruz with 28 points on 10 for 19 shooting. Salman 7 threes. If he could shoot like this every night, this team is going to be someone to contend with for sure. And Big Sal, Big Sal is just a consistent, solid big. I love the way he plays. He's a benefit to any team. And yeah, I think that's all you can really say for this team playing with 5 guys against the other team. But let's go on to the other team and then talk to them.
I'm glad to see Farhan got some playing time, by the way. I'm just going to put that out there, too.
Right, he played all game. He's also injured, by the way. He has a rib injury or something, so it's hard for him to shoot and stuff like that. So, but he just had to play because they only had 5.
No. I was genuine.
I know.
I'm glad he got to see the court.
All right. The other team was.
I feel like you think I'm being sarcastic.
I'm not. I don't think anything. All right. I'm just laughing. All right. Let's let the people decide.
Just move on.
Let's let the people decide. We'll put a poll on the end of this. Was Yusuf being genuine?
I have nothing but love for Farhan, bro.
I don't believe you.
He's the nicest guy in the world, bro.
I don't believe you.
Stop causing problems.
That's my teammate. All right.
All right. Am I to understand that they picked up the other Popal?
What?
I saw 2 Popals today.
There was 3 Popals, actually.
3 Popals. Yeah, MP3, Ihsan, and then the other one.
Abdul Popal.
Abdul. And he's the good one.
Bro, that's
I didn't mean it like that. I
didn't
mean it like that.
That's
yo, cut that out.
That's
no. I remember seeing him. The reason why I associate him with the good one, I remember seeing
the good one is crazy, bro.
I remember seeing
I said dropped 40 or something like that? Or
bro. Can I tell you my story, bro?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
It was Islamic games 2012, bro.
All right, go ahead.
And this guy was cooking. Maybe 40 points. He went insane. And every single time it was the same move. It was a bump, bump, And it was how do you even guard it?
Yeah. You're talking about Abdul, right?
I'm talking about not MP3, not Ihsan, the other one.
Yeah, you're talking about Abdul Popal.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get to their game later. All right. Let's stick to this game.
My bad.
All right. Big Moose, 22 and 14, 7 assists and a steal. Honestly, bro, he might have got robbed for Player of the Week because of Messiah. But, what are you going to do? This is almost a triple-double performance. This was crazy. Absolutely. This is fantastic. Ihsan as well, 18 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. The good one is wild, Yusuf. He played great.
That's a good game. That's all. That's a great game.
And 15 and 10 for Shefdullah. This team is actually the combination of Baysan from last year.
Oh, and
Baysan from the year before. The Baysans combined, bro.
It was the what was it? The chaotic team. Who was it, bro? We dubbed them something.
Oh, Team Crash Out.
Team Crash Out.
They had No Limit Ham and Shabdullah and all these guys, and they combined it here into this team. And this team looks good, bro. They look dangerous.
Isn't the only person Shavdullah? Because Ishaq was on the team.
Abdullah's there. Hamza H is No Limit Ham, and also I think they picked Big Mo Burka up as well. I don't know. I don't think he was there for this game, but he's on this team as well.
Got you. That's a good team, and they shot a pretty good.
Yeah, look, they took care of business. Yeah, as expected when you're in a situation like this against 5 players, against a situation like this, you have to exploit the weaknesses, especially kind of the Knicks are playing the Pacers right now. The Knicks have a small. They have. I can't believe I'm talking about this in the pod, but they have a small rotation, and the Pacers are going to try to, take advantage of that by just full court pressing and just wearing them out as much as they can. And that's it seems like something that Areeha. That's what you should do if you're against 5 players. At the end of the day, that was an issue for us. We had 5 players, we got worn out at the end of the day.
Playing 5 players, 40 minutes.
It's tough.
Rough,
it's tough, especially by the end.
Is Guggen in this league?
No, not this season.
Oh yeah, unless you're a Guggen, which is he just runs.
Yeah. All right, next game. We got Rafah versus Yazur.
Great job, both sides.
Absolutely.
All Popals, you are all amazing basketball
Another
players.
close game from Rafah and Yazur. So these teams were. I think Rafah was missing players. Rafah. They were. Yeah, they're missing. What's his name? Starting with an M. I'm gonna find out right now. They were missing Mujtaba. Yeah. Mujtaba.
Was he in last year?
He was here last year. He was on Abbasi's team last year. Bald.
Oh, Shooter.
Yes,
I remember him.
No, not Shooter. He's that's you're talking about somebody. You're talking about Hisham. I'll show you. I'll show you a picture of him, and you'll know immediately. Right there, that guy.
I remember.
Yep. Look at this.
He was good too.
Look at this.
He was very, very good.
Look how many championships he has.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rings, bro. That's crazy.
And
anyway, so it's him and Adil Yusuf. Adil Yusuf is new to our league, but he's played in the North League. He's a great player up there. 4 points, 11 rebounds, 1 for 6 is underwhelming for what we expect from him.
Yeah, no, I expected him to be a lot more aggressive on drives and I don't know, usually I think usually he has a little bit more freedom. Under typical Sami Shaban teams, there's structured play.
Uh-huh.
There's how you're supposed to play and how you're and that's how you're gonna play. And it's going to take a little bit for him to get used to. But Adil Yusuf, I have full confidence that he's gonna
absolutely. And also when Mujtaba's there as well, it's going to be different. But let's from what we've seen, Kareem Shaban played fantastic,
bro.
7 for 16,
job.
18 rebounds. He missed the free throw at the very end. That was very important. I think.
Yeah.
And I think he was definitely upset about it because this is a 2-point game in the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually started watching this game. They had a 10-point lead. And in a 10-point lead in a game that goes up to 43 to 45 is a big lead. You know what I mean?
They got stuck at 40 or something. And then the other team, Yazur, were just consistent.
And you know who it was? It was led by Ala.
And you know what?
He didn't shoot great, but he led the charge. What's up?
Do you know what?
I just seen him play in CJML, and I just had to cover.
He was in CJML?
Yeah, he played on the.
Oh, he is in CJML. Right, got you. He's a good player. He's honestly a good point guard. I think he usually shoots better than he did.
Mm. Yeah, I agree. I've seen him shoot really well. It's just the thing is that he got 5 steals, which were very important, and he opened the door for his team to start scoring and come back and lead the charge back. You know what I mean? Marwan Baz went off, 16 points, 14 rebounds. I think he was their big.
We gotta get a picture day with these people.
For sure, bro. Again, introduce yourselves to us. We'd love to, know who we're talking about for sure. But
if you notice as well, you know who's on this team?
What?
Osama.
Yeah, I remember this. Yeah. I'm curious to see how his fit is with this team because if they utilize him correctly, he'll be fantastic.
He offers so much spacing.
Yeah.
Mashallah, he's a very, very, very good shooter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe just an off night tonight, or last night. But
they won. They took the one. They took the win. Come from behind victory. It was they just put the pressure on, and they would get the stops, and they'd push the pace, and they'd get the bucket, and they'd come back and put more pressure on, and it was very interesting to see. But it was a full collapse by the Rafah team, and I don't think they're very happy on it.
Yeah, I would say that it's more like a structural thing. It was a mental thing. I don't think it was a out skill issue.
Yeah, I agree.
It was just a structural thing.
Yeah.
But all this stuff works out in the first couple weeks.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you crash and burn like all the other Akka teams.
Akka has been getting better every season, by the way.
It has.
And because we dropped you, that's why.
If that's what it takes, bro, I'm perfectly happy with that.
All right. Anyway. All right, next game. That was kind of global. I apologize.
I've had a series of basketball teams. Let's keep talking. Let's keep talking about Rafah, bro. Rafah. There was also one more player that I want to shout out.
Okay. Adam Spengler.
Spengler, yeah,
he's new,
bro.
He's apparently played D3.
Extremely composed. That actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Extremely composed. He looks like a shooter, and he looks like he's gonna knock down everything if you give him a little bit of space.
Yeah.
Be careful. He looks like a kid.
I think once he gets his rhythm back, he'll be a knockdown shooter for this team.
It's just a one-day thing.
Yeah, you're right. No, I mean honestly, he shot 4 for 9 from 3, which is really good. That's a good percentage for sure.
Very, very good.
I just think based off of what I'm expecting from a D3 player, you know what I mean? Like I'm expecting him to just be like ready. I don't know, like how old is he? He's 34. Yeah, he's clearly he didn't graduate yesterday. Like it's been 12 years since he's graduated.
Bro, there was one kid. Yeah, there was also one kid on Rafah that just kept shooting threes, and I don't know who it was, but like
was it Mustafa Brown?
I don't know, but he's never seen a bad shot in his life.
Osman Rahman played on CJML as well, but they're also missing Jaime.
Yeah, they're missing Jaime.
Defensive stopper there.
No, he's a difference maker for sure.
All right,
but yeah, good game on both sides.
Absolutely. Looking to see improvement from both of these teams, but great job from Yazur for sure.
For sure.
All right, Bir Seb'a versus Qibya. This was interesting. I actually stacked up for this game, and I will say, Abdul Popal is back.
The good one.
So if you don't know, Abdul Popal. Okay, first of all, if you're skipping to this timestamp, the good one is a comment made by him. All right. I think honestly, all of Popals are pretty good.
Yo, Popals should just make a team. Like I'm saying.
2 of them are on one team. But Yusuf is saying Abdul Popal is the good Popal. He was dissing Ihsan and MP3.
I was not dissing them. I was not dissing them.
It's pretty clear, bro.
Bro, MP3 has scored more points in one game than I have scored all season. They're all good, bro. I think Ihsan probably has 2. He probably scored.
He had 37 last season. Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. All right, so let's get back to the meat of things here. So Abdul Popal, 18 points, 7 for 21 shooting. Not great percentages, I would say. 7 rebounds. If you're not aware, Abdul Popal has he's second actually now in the record for most points scored in a game in MB with 60 points.
Really?
Yeah, 60 points. Crazy. Ty Jackson beat him with 61.
Oh wait, he's back? Does that mean like
he played in North? He played in North for a while. I don't think he played for a couple seasons. Yeah. But yeah, so he's on the team this season. Hassan Zakir almost had a triple-double this game. And he says he watched the video back, and he had 14 assists. Now, the record shows 7 assists.
Golly!
I don't know about 14 assists.
That's like those generous ones.
That's crazy.
The rule is 3 dribbles. Is it 3 dribbles or 2 dribbles? 3 dribbles. Yeah. So if it's not 3 dribbles...
No, I mean, most of it was like he'll get a rebound on one side, and then he'll chuck it across. And it was like, it'd make it right. Yeah, it does. I counted them. I was stat keeping... But we did have some tablet issues, so I could say there could have been mistakes made. Also, which is unfortunate for Hassan, the game was called while he was at the free throw line because, when you're up 15 with the last minute, they call the game.
Yeah.
So it became under 1 minute. As soon as he got to the free throw line, he got the ball and he was about to shoot it, and then the game
Isn't the clock stopped?
I think. That's a good question. No. Clock runs because of the
over
yeah.
time. Okay,
so clock difference.
I was like,
no, clock runs because there was a point differential.
Right.
And or it was a blowout basically. And we called the game like right when he got to the free throw line, which would have gave him a double-double. Would have been 9, 14, and 7 assists. Could have been more than 7 assists according to him. But that's the deal.
Yeah, but no matter what, it doesn't matter because Messiah's player of the week. All right, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's
You're fighting for second place here.
And also, who else had a great game? Musa Yanis. Yeah. But anyway, this team, Bir Seb'a, is crazy. They had 4 guys in double digits. If you count Hassan's free throw, it would have been 5 guys in double digits, which is insane.
Dude, they have a very, very, very good team,
bro. And they were missing Mohamed Tawfiq, who apparently is a 20-point scorer, but I think he got hurt, and I think they're replacing him with somebody.
Is that not our Tawfiq?
No, not that. That's Tawfiq Hamza. I mean, his first name is Mohammed, but that's Tawfiq Hamza. And also, they're missing Rahim, who is also on this team.
Rahim Khan?
Yeah.
Bro, their team is tough.
Yeah, it's stacked. Everyone else, you have Bilal Mogul, efficient game, 13 points, 6 for 9 shooting. MP3, 6 for 13 with 16 points, which is really good. 3 for 7 from 3. Fantastic game from them. On the other side, you had Qibya. So, I will say I commend Mahmoud Zayed for finding. I said the same in person. I said I commend you for finding the balance of like dishing it out to your teammates and knowing when to just take the ball and score because he shot very efficiently. He was hitting some good shots and he was moving the rock around to find everyone else. Right. I will say though, 77 on your team. I think that's Umar Hadid. Bro was chucking. Like I'll be honest, 7 for 26 is crazy, bro.
I mean,
18 and 10, like that's good, right? But there were a lot of shots that were like very questionable shot selection. I was like, honestly, you guys could have gotten a much better shot if you just like moved the ball around and figured something out.
Yeah, I feel like this happens all the time with this team specifically.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like where it's like everyone's like, okay,
someone's chucking.
Yeah, it needs to be me. I need to get them out of here.
Yeah, someone's chucking.
Like,
yeah,
I don't know
and it
why.
takes experience to find that balance. And I think like I don't know anything about Amr Hadid. This is his first game that he's played with us. I'm sure he'll probably find that balance. He looks like somebody who can actually make a really good difference for this team.
Yeah.
But
the confidence. I like the confidence,
I agree.
but it has to be toned down.
I agree.
And I also think that there needs to be a trust in Omar Mahmoud. Omar Mahmoud is not a point guard, by the way, but he played extremely well.
Why did he list himself as a
Bro,
point
that's
guard?
what I'm saying. He's
he
the
actually,
biggest.
No, but he got hurt. He got hurt this game.
Oh no way.
He re-aggravated a groin injury. Yeah.
Dude, that sucks.
Yeah. So I'm sure he'll be back eventually, but I think he just needs a little time off.
Well,
I mean, it's good that we have this break this weekend, so he can come back hopefully.
But
Dogs
go out to him. That would actually
make dog for him.
Abdul Traore, bro. 16?
Showed up late
shots?
as in typical Abdul Traore fashion.
I mean, he's hauling all the way from New York.
Yeah,
right?
he is hauling. But yeah, I think overall, like again, I like the new look. This was Bir Seb'a last year, I think, right? This Qibya team. I like the makeup of this team. You got Mahmoud Zaid, you got Malik Suleiman, Omar Mahmoud, Abdul Shabazz.
Wait, they're also missing
Abdul
players.
Traore, Yusuf Abdelaziz, hustle player, playing like excellent basketball. Omar Hadid, this guy who can potentially
give
you that edge, and they're missing Ryan. You're right.
Yeah.
So it's like
and he's also a very good point guard.
This team can be a very good team. I think I'm interested to see how this pans out for sure.
Yeah, inshallah. But congrats to the winners, man. They have a stacked team.
Honestly, no shame for losing against this team. This team is fantastic.
Dude, they're like easily contenders. Easily contenders.
Yeah, for sure.
All
right, that's all of our games. Now let's go on to predictions.
Oh, bro, I haven't done this in so long.
Yeah, I know. So week 2 will be June 1st, Sunday, June 1st. Okay, so we have Ramla versus.
So that's Matthias's team versus NS's team.
Yes.
Wow, that's a good game.
Yes, that is a good game. Who do you got? Let's go through these fast.
I got Tias. I got Omar Subhani's team.
I got that team too. I got Ramla's team as well. All right. Al-Bireh versus Tubas.
This is Mayraj and Farhan.
So by the way, Mayraj's team, they were missing, I forgot to mention this on their side, they're missing Iyad, and they're also missing this guy, Mike Johnson, who's apparently really good.
Who the flip is Mike Johnson?
Apparently, he's even more of an MBR than Iyad. You want to say that louder for the camera to pick up?
That out.
I'm not cutting that out. Yeah, 33 MBR. That's fantastic.
Yeah, no, that's good. I mean, who knows if he's showing up, though? If he can't show up for week 1, who knows if he show up for week 3? I'm going to go with my boys. Tubas,
okay. I'm going to take... This is going to be a crazy matchup. I'm going to take...
Both these games so far, by the way, great games. Great games.
I'm gonna take Al-Bireh. Yeah, I'm gonna take Al-Bireh for this one. Well, actually, yeah, I'll just take Al-Bireh. Forget it. That's what I'm doing. All right, next, Areeha versus Rafah.
Areeha is Big Moose.
No, wait. Last game, I'm taking Tubas. I forgot. All my counts matter, bro. I'm keeping track again.
What was your percentage?
I was like 80-something%. Like I was really good.
I mean, B. That's
80 to 90. It was like 89.
Are we rounding up? Like.
Unbelievable, this one. Unbelievable.
All right, bro, let's continue. Big Moose for Sami Shaban.
Ooh, Big Moose. I'm taking that one for sure.
I'm taking Big Moose as well. I think it's going to take a little bit longer for Rafah to figure out their structural issues.
Yeah, they're a new team put together. I think, hopefully they get it together, but I think
unless they practice, unless they
it's
actually
more
put
time.
it.
Let's be honest,
bro. Unless they have 2 weeks. If they practice, I have faith in them.
All right.
But until then, I got Big Moose.
All right, next game, Yazur versus Al-Khalil. I'm going to take Al-Khalil on this one. I think Yazur is scrappy, but I think Al-Khalil takes the dub. That's Elton's team. Elton versus Ela.
Yeah, I got Elton.
Yeah, Al-Khalil. Okay, next game, Sheikh Jarrah which is Ahmed Ismail's team, versus Baysan, which is Abdulaziz Ja'far's team. I will take Sheikh Jarrah.
Sheikh Jarrah.
Ahmed Ismaili, Ahmed Al-Kasabi, Arjun Petgrave.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Sheikh Jarrah.
Cool. Next game, Al-Balah versus Nazareth.
It's Shafiq and Matthias, bro.
Oh,
Shafiq
interesting.
and not Messiah.
Messiah, yeah. Ooh. Is Nana going to be there? That's going to be fun to watch. Nana versus Messiah.
I feel like Nana doesn't show up in the regular season, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, last season, I swear he showed up like 3 times.
I think last season was a special case, though, because he had Umrah or something for like 2-3 weeks.
Damn, bro. Imagine taking that 3 weeks off.
Yeah, I know, right? It's fire.
That is so fire. Imagine spending a month in Mecca, dude.
We're getting sidetracked, bro. Come on, pick a pick.
I got Nazareth. I think they're composed, and their defense will win out over Messiah. Messiah.
I'm gonna take size here. I'm gonna go Al-Balah.
Yeah, you're garbage for picking that. You're already at like 20%, by the way, winning percentage.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Let's see. You'll be here with me on the pod next week, so we'll see.
Not doing the pod. Alright, moving on.
2 weeks. All right, this team, Bir Seb'a versus my team.
Oh, the best team.
Nah, I think I'm not coming that week.
Yeah, it's clipped for your team. I want to watch Abesi struggle against these guys.
Damn, bro.
I want to watch that.
You want to prey on my downfall like that? Nah. Taking Akka all the way. Actually, we said Akka. I can't factor that into my percentage because I'm always picking Akka.
No, you should just
definitely not. I'm always backing my team. It's the passion, bro. It's the passion.
I'm taking Bir Seb'a.
I'm taking Akka, obviously.
Unfortunately, not close.
Next team, Qibya versus Beit Jala. Interesting.
Ooh,
I'm gonna go Beit Jala. But I think Qibya.
It depends.
Can Qibya get it together? That's the question.
This is gonna be a good game. If they have everybody show up, I have Qibya. But I think that Mohammed Amin has been having a phenomenal couple of seasons.
Yeah.
And he's gonna be tough to guard, dude.
Yes.
Wait, do they have anybody to guard him?
If Omar Mahmoud is back from his groin strain, I'll put him on Mohammed Amin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
agree with that.
Otherwise,
but they have a second big though. Beit Jala has 2 bigs. I guess they have Ahmed Suck, but he doesn't he plays big, but I feel like he's guardable still.
Omar Mahmoud set himself as 300 pounds, bro.
I believe that.
He's not 300 pounds, bro.
I believe that.
He's not 300 pounds.
Bro, he benches 6.
You're bugging out. You're bugging out. All right. Those are all our predictions for this week. Back to the announcements just so you can hear them one more time.
I have Beit Jala, by the way.
Whatever, nobody asked. Anyway, we're off this weekend for Memorial Day weekend. Make sure you're cleaning up your garbage after yourselves. Clean and wash your jerseys as usual. Make sure to email if there is any discrepancy between the jersey number and the website. You don't want a jersey penalty, so make sure you're emailing.
When is the jersey penalty going to come into effect?
I'm not sure. It's just do it as soon as possible.
I heard it was 3rd week, but
it could be 2nd week. It could be. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but
so just pay attention to that, and let me know if you're interested in volunteering. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, and we will see you in 2 weeks, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Let's go Pacers.
Get the hell out of here. Let's go Knicks.